Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Island Uncharted. On today's episode, we are visiting Denman Island. So I just want to talk about camping here real quick. There's actually not a lot of options on Denman Island for camping. As a matter of fact, there's only one campground, Falonglay Provincial Park. Of course, there are always other options, including B&Bs, Verbos, that sort of thing. We have a bunch of cool stuff on the list. We're going to go up to the north end of the island, explore a park. We're going to go to the lake. We're going to check out the town center and a couple other really nice, notable places on the map. This is what happened to the last guy that did not subscribe to the channel. Back on January 17th of 1953, this park was generously donated by George David Beadnell. So I'm going to explore this park here. I've never been here. I was really not expecting this. It was just happened to be next to the campground where I'm staying. I'm not exactly sure what this is, but I believe it to be perhaps a well or a fountain, something to do with the homestead. All right, so we've just arrived here at the Winter Wrenwood. We're going to check this out. It's a little trail that goes down to a lake known as Chickadee Lake, which is one of the two larger lakes on the island. So on a lot of these smaller islands, there's definitely a different mentality here. For example, we're down at the lake. There's numerous canoes here, and these canoes would belong to locals, and they all just have the trust in each other not to steal them or, to do stupid stuff with them. So that's pretty cool. The lake here would definitely be a large part of the freshwater supply here on the island. A lot of these smaller islands, there's a big emphasis on conserving water. You can actually see here in the back where the intake is for the water that supplies a portion of the island here. I've just arrived here at Morning Beach Park. So essentially it's a small hike on the northern end of the island. It looks to have some awesome views, so I'm really excited for this. This is a place I wanted to come for quite some time. There's actually a section of this trail too that can only be accessed at low tide if you want to get to the very northern part of the island. So make sure to check the tide guides. Come over the top of the hill here after a short walk. I can already feel the wind in my face, that sea air. So behind me here we have a very large staircase descending down to the beach. So if you actually walk about another 3 kilometers this way, at low tide, you can actually get across to some of the sandbars that are on the northern end of the island. Just another quick thing, if you like oysters, there's an abundance here on Denman Island. But make sure, of course, that you have the correct licensing. Make sure you've checked the locations, all that sort of stuff before harvesting any shellfish. But that being said, if you like oysters, this could be your place. This is something I've wanted to do for quite some time as well. I can hike down to Eagle Rock and to the view spot for Chrome Island. It looks to be about 3.5 kilometers per se.
A few moments later.
So I hiked all the way down to Boyle Point, the Eagle Rock there, and absolutely beautiful spot. My camera battery actually died. I'm not sure what happened. It was like 80% charged and just all of a sudden shut off. Back to the car here. Kind of frustrating, but these things happen. So I've just arrived here at Central Park, which is actually quite central to Denman Island. So in the park, we have acorns and leaves, bats, and also dragonflies. All right, so when you're walking down a trail and you come across a sign that says Graveyard Marsh Path, it's probably worth checking out. Yeah, the old Graveyard Marsh Trail. We've come across a scarp, a pashmina. I don't know, the name Graveyard Marsh, it sounds rather foreboding. We're down here at the what they would call the town square, I suppose. It's comprised of a few local shops. We have a senior center, we have a museum, we have a hardware store, coffee shop, gift shop, and also the general store, which services the island in terms of mail, food and grocery, liquor, that sort of thing. I'm having my first Americano coffee. It's actually quite good. So here on Denman Island, they actually have a kind of a community bus service here. It's called the Crab Bus, and this is one of the Crab Bus stops. Collect off and John, pick up the phone. That's crazy. And also, if you have a few $1 million extra laying around, you could look into some real estate here on Denman Island. If you're in need of fuel on Denman Island, they also have a gas pump. So another really common reoccurring theme here on Denman Island is these local roadside farm stands. From everything from garlic to eggs, whatever you're looking for, you'll probably find it here on the side of the road. They typically go in a trust system. You leave your change, your coins, your bills in the thing, and you take what you want. Here we are at Falonge Beach. We're going to explore the park and all its natural wonders. Falonge! 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 So I've just arrived here at one of the next stops here on the list. This is a place that they refer to as Whalebone Point. The amount of oysters here on this island is just crazy. This is Whalebone Point here. On the other side is actually the ferry terminal for Hornby Island, Shingle Spit. So this name of this place being Whalebone Point obviously indicates whale bones have been found here in the past. Kind of a narrow pinch spot between the two islands. You probably get a lot of whale traffic through here in the summer. All right, so after that failed hiking attempt, I'm definitely hungry, definitely need some food. The name is simply takeout. They have burgers, fries, all that sort of stuff. Oh yeah, there we go. Awesome, thank you. All right, so the food was top notch, absolutely awesome. So I'm gonna go check out the Denman Island Art Center. Super cool sculpture here. So the art center is obviously closed today as it's a Sunday. I found an interesting sign here though. So in conclusion, my final thoughts on Denman Island. It's definitely a smaller island than some of the other islands, on the coast here. There's not a whole lot of people, there's not a whole lot of stuff going on. And to be honest, the hikes that are on the island, they're nothing spectacular, as well as the beaches. It's all pretty standard stuff. But it's definitely still a nice place, don't get me wrong. It's absolutely beautiful there. I had a great trip there. It was very relaxing. One thing I will talk about that I did actually quite enjoy on Denman was the Homestead Trail. Now the trail originates from the one and only campground that we spoke of, Falonge Provincial Park. It's actually a very short hike. I'm not even sure I'd call it a hike. Once you get to the top, you come to where there's giant field of grass, all the trees in there. That was something I thought was really cool. Sat there and had a picnic underneath that tree I showed you in the video, and it was probably one of the most peaceful afternoons I've had in a long time.